Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is September 30th, which means that today is marks my 3.5 years of sobriety, which is super great. I've still been feeling depressed, but that kind of puts a smile on my face, just because. 3.5 years. That's it's not like being sober for like a decade or anything, but I never pictured myself saying like, yeah, I've been sober for 3.5 years. But my clean date is March 30th of 2022, and so 3.5 years. And of course, a big part of it has been me living in this sober living house. Because I did move in August 1st, not August, I'm sorry, April 1st of 2022. So I owe most of my clean time to living in the sober living house. It's been extremely instrumental for my recovery, for being successful. And I guess also, I think a lot of things just have clicked, fell into place. But I would say that's the biggest part. So for anyone that, my suggestion, anyone struggling with maintaining long periods of sobriety, I would suggest highly looking into, or at least consider going into some sort of sober living house. I know it might seem like such a strange or weird thing to do. But of course, it's not going to lead to success for everyone. It's not, not everyone. I mean, the time I lived here, there's been people that have come and gone, some within like only a few weeks or a few months after relapsing and being kicked out or leaving voluntarily. So it's not like it helps absolutely everyone, but I think it's worth a try, or like worth considering, because having the support here and just that accountability, I think, is super helpful. But also with other things clicking into place, just me, I think doing the intensive outpatient and then followed by outpatient was helpful. Being well, I shouldn't say being on probation was really that helpful. That was like, for example, being in mental health court, which was like more frequent drug testing than probation. When I was living in my apartment by myself, I had so many positive UAs. So that I don't think that was super helpful, but yeah, just the environment and the treatment, and just being sick and tired of struggling with addiction. It gets old really quick. So so that's pretty cool. It's flown by really quick. It doesn't feel like it's been 3.5 years. It feels more like it's been like maybe a year max, maybe 2 years. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it's been 3.5 years. It's pretty crazy. Hopefully, here's to another 3.5 years. Hopefully, 3.5 years from now, I'll be making a video with celebrating 7 years sobriety. I don't know. I guess I wasn't expecting this video to be long, but that's quite honestly all I have to really say about it. It doesn't help though. Again, I've been depressed. My mind I'm just not very enthusiastic, or I can't really think super like great. So it's like, I don't know what else really to be said. I guess as always, thank you to everyone on here. Having this YouTube channel and TikTok account, I think kind of helps a little bit with my sobriety. Not because it's like I feel obligated to be sober to any of you, but it's cool that I get to share my recovery and my continued success with everyone, and hopefully provide some sort of inspiration or hope that it is possible. You know, back in 2020, I mean, I wasn't like, I was abusing so much nitrous oxide that, you know, it ended up with nerve damage and not being able to walk or stand for several weeks, followed by a very long physical recovery. I know I mentioned that all the time, but that's, you know, that's kind of, you know, a pretty historic event in my life. So, you know, I think it's nice to compare where I am now to where I was then. If you ever see these, I highly recommend Culture Pop, by the way. These things are really good. The watermelon and lime and the orange mango, super good. This is not a sponsored video, but just it's pretty tasty. What was I saying? Oh God. Yeah, you know, it's just yeah, it's how far I've come, you know, from abusing so many substances that, you know, led to physical impairment to, you know, being 3.5 years sober and working as a recovery coach, and, you know, have a lively online influence or account, you know, like with the YouTube and TikTok, and get to share my experiences. So yeah, you know, it's the recovery has brought me a lot of great things in my life. I wish my mental health has been better over the past like month, give or take. You know, it's like, for the most part, recovery seems like it's been helpful for my mental health, but it's just like yeah. Well, I'm gonna make a journal video after this. I just wanted to make a quick celebratory, just because 3.5 years I think is a pretty significant milestone. I don't think it's like as significant as like 6 months or a year or 2 years or 3 years, but because after like the first year or two, like no one like, so well, the 3.5 or 4.5 whatever half years like doesn't feel as important, but I think it's still good to celebrate. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video. You know, I think it's a pretty great milestone. But yeah, I'm gonna make a video journal too, because there's, you know, I kind of want to fill you all in on how I've been feeling and kind of how the past few days have gone, and also it's just I want to talk about it, and so I'm gonna leave that here, you know, and just end this video with another thank you for everyone. Thank you for my amazing housemates here in the Sober Living House. They've been very helpful, and just you know, very grateful for this Sober Living House in itself. So cool. All right. I wish I could be a little more excited, but I'll save that for a video in just a few minutes. So thank you everyone for watching. If you have any suggestions or anything, I always love reading your comments. Please drop a comment, especially if you want to just congratulate me. I would appreciate any sort of congratulations. So thank you everyone. I'll see you guys next time.